this video, I'm going to show you how to add text to pretty much anything using Photoshop. This is a useful tool because it will allow you to use layer effects to make your text look as though it's either carved into or sticking out of a surface or anything like that. So the first thing you're going to do is open your image in Photoshop and decide what you would like your text to say. For this example, I'm just going to use United States of America. And you can see that right now the placement of my text looks pretty okay, but there are things that I can do in order to make it look more realistic, like it was carved right into the side of this building. You can also see that this image was taken at sort of an angle, and so the first thing that I'm going to do to my text to make it look more realistic is to make it match that perspective. So I'm going to command click on my text layer, and that's going to make a selection of my text. And then I'm going to click Command C so that I copy that text and can then paste it on a different layer. So once I'm going to do that, I'm going to turn off the view of this layer. I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to do Command D to deselect it. So now it looks like my text has gone away. So from here, I'm going to go to Filter and Vanishing Point. And this is going to allow me to create the bounding box so that my text will be put into this exact perspective. So I'm just going to use this tool to draw a rectangle around the area that I would like my text to sit in. And you don't have to worry about making it too perfect the first time because we can always zoom in and adjust these points if needed. There we go, that looks pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is hit Command V, and that's going to paste my text onto this layer. And you can see when I drag it into this perspective box, it's going to place my text into the same perspective. It's a little bit big, it doesn't exactly fit in this area, so I'm going to hit Command T, and I'm going to use that to scale my text. I'm going to shift click and drag it in. And there you can see that fits a bit better. There we go, that works. Okay, so I'm going to hit OK. And now my text was placed into the same perspective as my image. And if I zoom in, I can still tell that this has kind of been placed on top of the image rather than actually being carved into the building. So in order to make it look more realistic, I'm going to double click on this layer, and it's going to open my layer effects. And from here, I can use any of these options to manipulate the text in a way that I would like. So we can just kind of mess around with that and decide what's best for the image that you're working with. But for this image, I'm going to go ahead and use Bevel and Emboss. And I'm going to choose Chisel to make it look like it was carved right into the side of this building. And I can choose the direction of that chisel. I can have it go up or down, and in this case I'm going to choose up. There we go, looks pretty good. And I'm also going to check inner shadow, just to kind of enhance that drop shadow. Whoa. Okay, so I kind of want to give my text some color to make it match the color of the building. So I'm going to click on Color Overlay, and from there, when I click on the building, it'll make it look a little bit more natural. And there you go. So now when I zoom out, instead of looking like my text was placed on top of my building and now it looks like